Welcome to Crime History, where we dive into some of the most chilling and unexpected true crime stories. Today's tale takes us to a quiet town in the UK, where a tragedy unfolded at what was supposed to be a joyful Taylor Swift-themed dance class. This story is about a teenager's unthinkable actions, a community shattered by loss, and the justice that followed. Let's uncover the case of the dance class attacker.
It was a typical summer evening in the quiet town of Elmsworth, England. Inside the Bright Steps dance studio, the atmosphere was cheerful. 20 young children, dressed in sparkly costumes, were rehearsing for a Taylor Swift-themed dance recital. Their teacher, Emily, had planned this as a fun event to bring the community together. But as the children twirled and sang along to "Shake It Off," no one could have imagined the terror about to strike. Eyewitnesses described chaos as Nathan stormed into the studio. Parents and teachers fought to protect the children, but the attack was over in minutes. 3 girls, ages 6, 8, and 9, lost their lives. 8 others were rushed to the hospital, including 2 adults who tried to intervene. So, who was Nathan Hayes? How did a seemingly ordinary teenager turn into a cold-blooded killer? Nathan was described as quiet and reserved by neighbors, but his life behind closed doors was anything but normal. Reports later revealed that he had a history of violent outbursts and had been suspended multiple times from school. At home, Nathan spent hours alone, consuming violent media and writing disturbing stories in a journal. His family struggled to get him help, but nothing seemed to work. In the weeks leading up to the attack, Nathan's behavior grew more erratic. He withdrew completely and began researching high-profile crimes online. In the aftermath, the Bright Steps dance studio became a memorial site. Hundreds of flowers, cards, and candles were left to honor the young lives lost. Meanwhile, police began piecing together what drove Nathan Hayes to commit such a horrific act. Investigators uncovered chilling journal entries detailing his plan to attack the studio, as well as disturbing online searches about mass violence. Nathan was arrested at the scene and charged with multiple counts of murder and attempted murder. In court, his demeanor was cold and emotionless, even as victim impact statements were read. He was sentenced to life in prison, with a minimum of 50 years before he would be eligible for parole. The judge described the crime as calculated, senseless, and unimaginably cruel. Local residents started a foundation in memory of the victims, raising funds to support mental health initiatives and violence prevention programs for at-risk youth. Though the scars of that day will never fully heal, the community is determined to ensure such a tragedy never happens again.